Hey everyone, Common Guy Crypto here. Just wanted to give you an update in terms of where I'm at with my lunch money investments. Today, I have five things on my radar, including the mass FUD that's going on in the market, a little discussion about some whales, manipulation of the markets, and then fear and greed, and finally just wrap up with mass adoption. So the first thing I really wanted to say is just thanks for all the comments on the video. This month I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers. We need about 12 more. So if you're new and you can hit that like and subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate it. Keep in mind that I am investing my unspent lunch money in this market cycle. And while it's not big money to a lot of folks, it does represent a sizable chunk of change to me. So in terms of what's going on with FUD, there's a lot of doom and gloom out there. And I was thinking about, I'm new to the market. So, if somebody, is super new to the market, like, a week or 10 days, they would be like, oh my God, this is just like the wild west of investing. So I would take it in stride. That's what I'm doing. I haven't sold anything yet. Taking the long position on a lot of this stuff and continuing to dollar cost average in. I do have some money sitting on the sideline that I'm waiting to get in and looking at Bitcoin specifically. So, in terms of whales, there's an article, and I'll put the link to it down in the description below. But there's a mysterious Bitcoin whale. This is somebody that owns a metric crap ton of Bitcoins that probably bought them when they were 50 or $100 a piece. That sold 3,000 Bitcoins at $58,000 a pop. And then when the market, went down, they bought 3,521 Bitcoins over the last 3 days. So they took the money that they had from the 3,000 to 58,000 and they bought in for much cheaper and they bought more. And so, this is definitely one of the things that, why I'm in the space is because the richest people in the world are buying Bitcoin. That's what they're buying, and they're trying to amass as much as they can with, and to hold it because, when it's all gone, and whoever has it is going to be wealthy beyond their wildest imagination. So, in terms of, the market manipulation, there's definitely been a lot of that going on, and I think that we've kind of transitioned from a place of extreme greed to extreme fear over the last 48 hours, and that's definitely a hard transition. That's like going from super happy on top of the world, won the lottery, to the IRS shows up at your door and you owe them all the money that you just won, sort of thing. Plus, so there's a meter out there that looks at measuring fear and greed. And these guys built this meter specifically to measure, what's going on in the marketplace. And people tend to get greedy when the market is rising, which results in, FOMO, fear of missing out. And then, when the market dips, people, also sell coins in irrational reaction of seeing red numbers. So this fear and greed index, goes back over the last, I think, 3-4 years and looks at numbers anywhere from 0 to 100. Uh, Numbers closer to 0, extreme, or signify extreme fear, and numbers at 100 represent extreme greed. So it looks at a bunch this fear and greed index. It looks at I think 6 key metrics. So it looks at volatility, and that's 25% of the meter. It looks at market momentum, which is another 25%. It looks at social media. Then it looks at the fourth one is surveys. Fifth is dominance in the market. And then the sixth one is trends. And I'll also drop a link for this in the comments below. But I think this is really interesting. So when I looked at the fear and greed index for today, May 21st, we're at 19, which signifies extreme fear. Yesterday, we were at 11, which means it was even worse. Last week, we were at 26, but last month, we were at 73 for the same time. And so if you think back, I wasn't in the market last year, but when you think about this time last year and the onset of coronavirus, in terms of the epidemic last year, the market crashed on March 12th and 13th, and on those days the fear and greed index fell to 14 and 10, indicating extreme fear. Then the index eventually bottomed out at an 8 on March 17th, and then again on March 26th. So it was really like a 2-week period of time where the market was in this extreme fear kind of place. So yesterday the index stood at 11, and that's entirely based on the recent losses in the market, particularly 2 days ago. Last year's losses were bigger in terms of percentage, with Bitcoin falling over 50% in one day, from 8,000 to 3,800. But the monetary amount of losses yesterday far exceeds the loss in 2020. So I'm going to drop the chart up into the picture above, and I put a red circle around where it was last year and just how long it took to get back up into above 30. So there were a whole bunch of days where it was in the 10 to 20 range, sideways momentum. And so, why am I talking about this? Because when folks are fearful, that's a great time to be buying the dip. So the crypto market has crashed again, and it seems like, from what I'm gathering, looking at the trends, the market crashes 20 to 40% is pretty routine over the last, 5-6 years. And the fact that, the market is down 20 to 40% over the last 2 days, signifies that it isn't the first time that this has happened. It's not out of the ordinary, and most seasoned traders, those of you, not me, you, who have been around for longer than 60 to 75 days, like me, are familiar with this. And so, for the folks that are leverage trading, and that's where you're kind of betting on what the future of Bitcoin and other assets are going to be. And you're saying, oh, it's going to go up this percent over the next couple days or whatever. However that works, I don't know, but it involves leverage. If the market goes in an opposite direction to what you were thinking, those folks have been getting wiped out. And that's one of the reasons why prices are continuing to dip. And, finally, crypto dips. Investments are an emotional affair. When you have your hard-earned cash wrapped up in there and you see the market going red, I think it's pretty natural to be like, holy crap. And that's kind of the same feeling I get when I think about how much money the U.S. government is printing. I'm like, holy crap, they're printing a lot of money. And so the money I have sitting in the bank is going down in value too. So crypto dips, it's a time to buy. And so, like I said, I've been saving up some lunch money over the last week to 10 days because I eat at home all the time now. And I have this sitting on the sideline, and I'm waiting for some good entries into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and some other assets in the top 20. And that's really where I'm focusing my efforts right now, on the top 20. So including Litecoin in there. And I think that this is, this dip's going on, and this is mad investment time, long-term wise for me. I think that there's a lot of massive adoption coming, further massive adoption, more so than we've seen, even in the last 4 years. And again, there's folks that are talking about, undervalued coins that are out there, one of which is Litecoin. And Litecoin's been around since 2011. And if, for those of you that don't know, it was a hard fork off of Bitcoin. Grayscale
is buying it. A lot of institutional investors are buying it. And, recently it was up as high as, I think, $350, and now it's down at 180. So again, that's something that I bought into a little bit at 180, and I'm looking at buying some more of it again because I think that's another uh, thing that's going to potentially 2x by the time this bull market is done. So yeah, lots of good stuff here. Please remember, I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do that. And then also, if you can check out my student coin video that talks about staking and earning interest, especially when the market's going sideways. If you're looking for a safe haven for coins that you can pick up really cheap and also get a decent return on investment in, student coin is definitely one of those that I'm holding, and I'm earning some passive income on. So yeah, that's it for me. I know I said this was going to be a short update today. So Common Crypto Guy out.